We're live! Hello, hello. Was here, don't be too shy, you can talk to me on the chat. Wow, as long as you behave. Alright, just so you know, I had a crazy fucking nap that lasted like 3 hours today. I don't know how I'm gonna manage to be lucid the entire time. I'm still like recovering from the nap. Where is... thing? There it is. Let's put up the game. So, last time, we recruited Junie, apparently. And we also found out that our body is changing when it's not supposed to, and it's kinda weird. So yeah. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, the Solheim data. We need supplies, maybe. We do have fuel. Ah, I'm starving. I could maybe travel somewhere. We need to go to Greenbelt. I know you could put the Solheim data somewhere, I forgot where, but we'll figure that out. Ah, shit, glitch dice. Prime ship mine. Yeah, I need to get to Xiaomi. Alright, we filled the fuel, so you know what? Team, you go look for supplies. So there's a chance they're gonna find some supplies for me. Engage. Yeah, no. Forget permission. Don't have permission to get inside the green belt. I'll stop you from putting together a fake pass document asking that you let in. For the glitch ties, at least. Ugh! Huh. Okay, 1 second. Let me repost the stuff. Back to it. Don't have much going on here. Oh, the spores. I'm gonna need the spores for that, for the dude, the backhead, the spindle. There you go. No stress anymore. Fucking starving, dude. I mean, I'm about to starve. Green bell buzzes with focus activity. The passage is full of shift change. Then empty once the work begins. It's a place that runs on its own schedule. Comfortably so. That comfort brought by being one of the largest food producers in the belt. There's always work in these fields. Protected by a thick skin of transparent layers, you can see why the humble life it offers has captured more than a few of the belt's itinerant workers. Sleeper? The voice, soft but forceful, takes you by surprise. Aki! I know her! Oh my god! She was in the previous game. Oh my goodness! Aki! As you turn, you are met with a delicate face wearing a confused expression. Apologies. I mistook you for someone else. Covers her embarrassment with a smile. Maki, what brings you to the Greenbelt, friend? For work. Aki nods gently. Let me show you around then. Aki leads you through a series of doors, laying down the passage cut into the rock, then up, pulling in pipes into middle passages that cross the fields themselves. She stops on a bridge overlooking the soft curve of farmland that makes up one of the asteroid's two biospheres. Below, leaves flap in zero-G, waves spreading out across a sea of green. The varieties we farm here are specially selected and customized for microgravity. She puts her hands on the railing at the edge of the bridge. Feed them from beneath, irrigating and nourishing them through the very medium they grow within. The light of helium helps with this, of course. Aki squints through the transparent roof of the distant pale sun. Where are the plants from? Soil hound lists us many things, including a few seed vaults filled with their own engineered microgravity crops. Turns to face you. Then, there are the stacks found across the belt. Self-contained microfarms. You have been able to propagate crops from them in some cases. But how about you? Aki's sharp eyes, taking your expression. Will you contribute to such a place? A green and growing strip in the grey belt? Like to. Aki smiles. Feel free to take a shift below. Anytime you wish. I will tell the others to expect you. Plants, they have a kind of peace. A general quality that makes them seem less fragile than they are. Aki sighs. This place, like any other in the belt, has its pressures. It is for me to navigate them. She looks away, frowning at something in the distance. Must attend to those pressures. Excuse me. I'm glad our paths crossed. Bows a shallow bow. I hope they do again. And with that, Aki leaves you to look over the sea of gently waving green, an impossibly beautiful, impossibly fragile glass case of growing things. I need to eat. I have engineering. All right. Are y'all funding supplies, guys? Yep. They found supplies. That's great. Oh yeah. Ah, just one more. Please. Fuck. Please. 50% is neutral. Oh. Stupid. Okay, we're almost good on the... Almost good on the food, but now we're gonna need to find some more cryo just in case. Yeah, okay, now y'all go find odd jobs. There we go. You have a natural ability with the plants. Aki's voice makes you look up from your work. It is rare. You expect Aki's typical warm smile, but she looks pale, distracted. I have something I want to discuss with you. She leads you out into the biome, into the damp, rock-cut tunnels that run under the surface, all across Greenbelt. I'm sure you've noticed the section of our fields that have been lying fallow, Aki says as she glides through the low tunnel. It's been like this since I took over as administrator here. My predecessor was the one to fail it, and confidence was lost in his vision. She shakes her head. We have been unable to recover it. No matter the crop, the preparation, nothing will take. Aki leads you through a set of double doors, and then up to the second biosphere. Immediately, you feel a difference. The air is dry, and a faint choking dust fills the space. Aki puts out a hand and rubs the dust between her fingers. His output halved. Greenbelt is under threat. Sighs. Those who wish to control this place are circling. We cannot lose our independence. But I wasn't always in the belt. Aki stares out in the dry landscape. I was born on a moon. Ember Step. A failed experiment in terraforming from before the collapse. We survived by cultivating the dust. I came here. Like many. The shadow of the war. My ship lost. Aki pauses, and takes a moment, the loss still fresh in her mind. But it held the key. Aki looks to you. And perhaps hold it still. She wipes the dust from her fingers. That's silk. A plant that thrives in the dry and the dust. A plant that might thrive here. I've seen your ship, and you have shown me that you are to be trusted. I want you to go to the remains of my own, the wind's long shadow, and try to recover anything we might use. A plant, a husk, a seed, anything. It is a desperate step. He frowns and looks away. There's a ship. The wind's long shadow lies right beyond the sunward edge of the belt, beyond Helium Gate. Aki pauses. I didn't know what remains. My crew and I were lucky to escape. Greenbelt has reserves of cryo for moments like these. We will pay you for the retrieval, of course, depending on what you're able to retrieve. Aki sighs. This is our final recourse. I hope I will not be judged as harshly as my predecessor. I can offer you fuel for the trip, from our reserves. Goes lightly. The journey to Helium Gate and the wreck beyond will require it. Come, Aki turns. Let us go back to where the green things grow. She smiles. It is a better place to consider the future together. And Aki leads you away from the barren biosphere, the door sistering shut behind you. Okay. Let's try. We do have all the food we need, so what could possibly go wrong? Helium Gate. You have to see this, sleeper. Junie comes to find you in the rig, her face flushed with excitement. At first, I didn't believe it. Junie can't help herself while she leads you throughout the ship. There are mentions, occasionally, but I've always understood them to be reference to something smaller. A system or unit, not an entire facility, even a series of facilities. You find yourself in one of the more sparse spaces of the rig, a corner of a sloped ceiling used for storage. So I checked the other records, tried to find correlations, and well, there they were. You see Junie approaching what looked like a clump of scrap components when you entered. Now, looking closer, you see it's actually a section of the core you extracted from the Solheim derelict, the one Junie was so eager to acquire. She sees you looking curiously at what remains of the core. I had to deconstruct it over time, pulling away the layers of security and corroded other systems, but all the data has been scrapped and stored. I used the data from the derelict near Helium Gate too. It was the key to cracking the cipher. She looks very pleased with herself. It's really quite something to confirm a rumor like this. I surprised myself. She turns to you, a slightly manic look in her eyes. What did you find? They refer to them as bunkers. Junie shifts to her deck, holding on the end of a thick connecting tape cable. They were a form of self-surveillance for Solheim, a way of monitoring your own system and employed securely. They were hidden, mostly automated, linked to the network by arrays, intended for vast amounts of data capture, to be poured over by a small staff. Junie taps a few keys on her deck. Most were understood to have been purged in the collapse, shut down, depressurized, even sent on collision trajectories with other bodies. He pauses. Though, I suspect that that last one is a little too far-fetched. I heard people deny they even exist, and we are misreading the data, that the evidence doesn't hold. He turns the deck screen to face you. But I found one! You see a map. A set of coordinates on the sunward side of Holmes Rock, the edge of the belt. Why is bunker so important? We're taking master records from the collapse, the kind lost of bitroot everywhere else in the belt. The bunkers are what they sound like. Those facilities intended to preserve data. Any of those bunkers are a gold mine. She pauses. At least from a data archaeologist's perspective. She sees your reaction. And, Johnny adds, hoping to convince you, in truth, we don't know what else is in there. It could be Solheim tech, blueprints, data never seen before in the belt. Take a look. I'll give Seraphine the details, she smiles. You could be making history here. And thank you, Sleeper. Junie bows her head a little. I never would have found this without the core you gave me. I understand that was a sacrifice on your part, but now it's time to claim the rewards. You leave Junie in the storage bay, working obsessively through the data. It's hard to know through all the excitement what the real value of one of these bunker facilities might be, but if they are well hidden as you said, there must be a reason. When there's time, you hope to find out what the reason is. Okay, 1 second. I need to drink some wawa. I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. Reading makes me thirsty. Alright. We have the supplies. So I guess we can start the contract. Ah, we don't have enough fuel. Fuck. Alright, let's see. I wonder who are the best crew for that. Let's see. Maybe Eugene, because he's got neutral endure at least. Interface maybe. Fuck. Maybe interface for Junie. So yeah, confirm crew. In case there's a need for engineering, I do at least have some extra points in engineering, so hope it goes well. The wind's long shadow floats, broken open, at the sunward edge of the belt. One of the refugee ships that made a fraught journey out of the belt from the inner system, before the world truly took hold. The wind's long shadow is a monument now, and a warning to any other vessel that might stray sunward. Are you telling me that's where we're going instead of hunting? Eugene shakes his head. Like is in more trouble than we thought. It's hard to imagine that it's cold. That place might hold some key to the future of a settlement as Verdant's Greenbelt. But that is why you are here. Stepsilk Huss. That's what Haki said. The crops she brought from her home, carried out with the refugees. If there's anything left, it will be your job to continue this journey from this place. This is no salvage job, Sleeper. Seraphine gets up from the cockpit seat. You need to be delicate. The more of these things we can get out, the more Aki will pay. Not to be totally mercenary. Seraphine winks at you. You look at the wreck, trodden in the breeze. Delicate. Right, time to put that to the test. Okay. Clear dust house. Uh-huh. See, anything else? Storage vault. Interface, okay. Juni has interface. Perfect. And I got engineering plus. What? We need to start with something. Intuit. Ah, shit. Blitz had Intuit, but like, listen, we're gonna start with something. Let's try that first. Percent chance, 25% chance of negative. Yes! We did it. Okay, interface. Juni. Engineer for me. Let me at least do that. We're gonna do some multitasking here. Right? And then Juni, you do that. Oh, come on. Girl, why are you stressed out? What the fuck? No, Intuit. That's Intuit. What am I doing? There are no endure skills I can use. Okay. That's... okay. I don't know, that's too low for me. I don't want to risk that. We're gonna end the... We're starting well. We're starting well. We already cleared one of the nodes. Happy Cinco de Mayo! Hello, Vex. How are you? Hell yeah. Doing some steady progress on both ends. Bit risky, let's try. Ah! Oh my god. Yeah, okay, let's end the cycle. We got time, we got time. We got enough supplies to last. Been waking up for the past hours. H. Wow, me too. This is going super fucking well. Yeah. I slept poorly last night and also woke up an hour earlier than usual for like medical appointment. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. Like today, I had a medical appointment. I got some like face lasering, and then I had enough time. Like the good thing is that I was supposed to have my appointment at 11:30, but then I arrived an hour and a half earlier. And my doctor was able to like have an empty spot and took me sooner. So I had enough time to go to the city hall and get my final driver license. Hell yeah. And I treated myself to some ramen. It was great. It was fucking yummy. If the rag wasn't dead before, now scored at the final husk of life, it surely must be. As Seraphine starts up the drive, you give the wind-slung shut a final look, its resting place. It's hard to feel sad about another chunk of scrap orbiting a system that is made of nothing but scraps of past regimens. But the people who lived in and built the ship, those people are worth a moment of memory. You think of them as you prepare to leave, and hope that they, like Aki, have been carried on to new lives beyond the desperation of escape. And those that didn't get out? You hope your passing through this place will not disturb them. Alright. We're heading back. $300 cryo, baby! Okay, we need to find fuel now. There you go, we're full on fuel. Alright, we need to head back to the green belt. I'm so happy Aki is back. I was thinking, oh, I wonder if there are going to be more returning characters from the previous game, and there she is! Okay, 1 second. How long are we shooting for? 36 minutes. We'll be fine. 1 moment. Block the past. Who the fuck is pinging me? You bring the stepsill husk you gather from the wind's long shadow to Aki, and she's as pleased as you would expect. You meet her on the bridge overlooking Greensfields, the green belt workers quietly toiling below, while the air recycling wind gently rustled the leaves out of the crops. Sleeper! Aki holds the husk to her chest. Thank you! These are a new beginning for us. Aki pauses, wringing her brow. How was she? The wind's long shadow. Must have been a beautiful once. Aki smiles. She truly was. Looks down. Till they killed her. Aki sighs and looks out at the greenbelt fields. Everyone must die in the end. The bell makes wrecks of us all. Looks back to you. But what you have brought me? This is new life. First time. We need to clear and reseed the other biosphere. Aki bows. Abby will return to us when the work is done. She presses a handful of chips in your hands. Thank you. She meets your eye. You watch her carry the husk gently away, glowing with the promise of fresh growth. Money! Let's fucking go! Okay, guys go look for supplies, and I go buy the spores. Hell yeah. And I also go buy my fuel. Aki's working to integrate the step silk. Okay, perfect. And we need to go back to the spindle so I can give the dude I can't go there. And there's Holmes Rock, obviously. That where Junie says she needs stuff. Nemba, yeah, Nemba is the guy we need to find the thing. Okay, we need to go to Sheelan again. Ah! Lots of back and forth, this is annoying. It's consuming so much fucking fuel. I'm seeing the last streams chatting it. What the fuck? We'll look at that later, actually. We have 2 points still. Let's see, how much do I need for the spindle? 4. Okay, yeah. We're gonna look at Helion's Gate later, but right now... There you go. My eyes burn, my insomnia kicked in. Slept at 3 AM, woke up at 7 in my honest sleep. 10, I'm dead, I'm going to caffeinate my heart. Oh god. It's him, the international man of food. I'm sleepy. I was saying earlier, I retrieved my driver's license, my definitive driver's license. And I ate some ramen today to treat myself, because you know what, I'm allowed to spoil myself sometimes with fancy food. It was called a teriyaki shoyu Naruto ramen, and it had like slices of grilled chicken that was seasoned with teriyaki and sesame seeds. And you also had bok choy, bamboo strips, and cabbage. And of course, the famous boiled egg and the Naruto-like chops. Really fucking delicious. Fuck, I love ramen noodles so much. I was like thinking, I'm gonna eat some fast food. But like I thought, you know what? Like a ramen is healthier, honestly, because it's got, you know, vegetables and stuff in it. We'll take this A2, we're waiting for September 16. Egg time. Yeah, it was so fucking good, man. Just wish, the water you buy in restaurants wasn't so fucking expensive. It was like fucking almost 5 euros for a bottle of a half a liter. Like, bullshit. But yeah, but like, listen, ramen was good, I'm happy. I ate all of it. You remembered us. Nimba appears at the loading dock, sleigh in hand, as you load the crates into the back of the kitchen. I'm a little surprised. You look at that chef. He looks tired, though his sharp eyes haven't dulled in the time between your meetings. Happy to surprise you. Well, I'm not that surprised, he smiles, but it's still a pleasant feeling. Nimba glides to a crate to take a look. He squints at the crumbed corners and bent lids, not in great condition though. How long have these been bouncing around your hold? You're like that already. Now that I can't believe. Didn't bother to bring them to the right station after all. I have a place picked in one of the bays to cultivate these. Warm, damp, near the air recyclers. He pushes one of the crates gently into the kitchen. Shouldn't take long before we have mushrooms to cook. Follow Nemba into the kitchen, remembering your shifts working there. They were long, but the company was good. And as with all things, the difficulties are faded with time, leaving a golden sheen behind. Nimba seems to catch the way you are looking at the kitchen. Much the same as before, I'm sure you've noticed, but twice as oversubscribed. Each cycle, more refugees come out of the inner system. The war isn't going anywhere. Nimba pushes the crate into a storage rack and pulls knitting across it. They disperse across the belt, but many don't make it much further than the overhang, especially if they can't work. It's already victory against the French today, too bad I still gotta work. They shouldn't make it suck that didn't even fucking work. It's not just food either. We need blankets, housing. Nimba suddenly pauses and shoots to look over the glasses. Tell me, how was Greenbelt? Well run. I heard it was organized as cooperative, all the workers sharing on the trade of their goods, but no cheats exchanged. Only resource for the colony. Nimba watches closely. I had to pay Cryo for the sports. Well, they can't all be saints, he smiles. I'm sorry for that. Can I pull out my Mexican card and demand the day off, I guess? I mentioned it because, well, it might be the kind of place to offer aid to the people there. Nimba sighs. I regret being mercenary, but waiting for benevolent helpers doesn't work. Apart from present exceptions, of course. I can speak to them. It's worth a shot. Nimble looks you into the eye, but you need their trust first. Earn that, then talk. You have the feeling Nimba was waiting for your suggestion. Here. He takes one of the crates of spores. I'm sure they could use these. Take them as a gift. They present it to you. But don't begin with the spores. Begin by understanding what they need from you. Trust me. You have a feeling Nimba is good at getting what he wants. Meanwhile, I have Mel prepped to begin. Takes a deep breath. Thank you for the spores, really. I will keep asking for help. You have to forgive me for that. Miles, doesn't mean I don't understand what you're giving. Now, get out of here. Nimba waves you away with your crate of packed spores. His expression somehow both withering and encouraging at the same time. Man. Yay, and a great point. Let's see. Kinda wanna save up for one of these, to be fair. Alright, squad. Squad, you're gonna look for fuel. I'm gonna make a little bit of money. That's a lot of money. You guys found it? Yeah, you found fuel. Awesome. A lot of it. I'll give a lot of money. There you go. Money! We found fuel, guys. Awesome. Okay. Then, let me fill the fuel, because we got some money. Something. And then I'm gonna travel to Helium's Gate again. both are pretty risky. Inflate my body with healthy liquids, aka caffeine. There we go, we got fuel. My heart will shine itself. What the fuck? Okay, so I see the caffeine is hitting, cat. What the fuck? Hospital. Good, well at least you don't have to work. Alright, we got the fuel. Going back to Greenbelt. Biosphere, once barren, is transformed. Where it was once dry and grey, it now swirls with amber dust. A hazy cloud cut through with the bone-white tendrils of steppe silk. Aki, mask and goggles, lets the biosphere circulating air play with the end of her scarf, rolling and twisting, even threatening to rip it from her neck. The scarf, she has explained, is woven from the bast fibers on the steppe silk itself. That is why this place is known as Weaver's Fields, for the workshops at Greenbelt residents creating fabric from its steppe silk fibers. Weavers who fled from the Ember Steppe and those who taught afresh by Aki herself. Isn't it beautiful? Aki asks, her eyes glowing. Ember Steppe reborn on this rock, but not as an archive. Something new. The plants themselves are reconfigured. The steppe silk adapts well to the microgravity and thrives, and the dust itself becomes a cloud that surrounds it. Aki points to a tendril stretching across the space. What was once a burrowing plant is now a breaching plant. Like us, it projects itself across empty space, pushing out into its new conditions. Silver! Hi, Silver! The Eater! Hong shou shou shou. Aki looks at you. Sorry, I'm rambling. This place does that to me. Her chuckle is muffled by her mask. It's beautiful. Aki bows. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Let's leave the dust house. We can talk more easily outside. She shepherds you through the nearby double doors, the space between blasting you with air to clean away the dust. You find yourself in a sparse room, racks of unfamiliar tools on the walls, slit like windows looking out into the amber dust storm. This is just the beginning for us. Aki has slipped off her mask, and her voice is crisp and bright above the rumbling of the area recyclers. Steppe silk is already being harvested, threaded and woven. This is not synthetic fiber from the dark side looms. This is a natural fabric, out here in this unnatural place. Aki brushes a little dust away. We will trade it, get what Greenbelt needs to stay stable, with its people. I am the administrator, but the workers are the owners here, and we will make a future for ourselves from our work. Aki shrugs. We control our path. What more could we want? Silence falls in the room. The idea of such a future to decide is almost painful. An idea that haunts you. You can spend as much time here as you like, Aki breaks the silence. Somehow aware of your thoughts, I find that those soothes me. Thank you. Aki bows gently. Aki pauses. There's something I want you to ask. There's something you want me to ask me. Miles, I can see right there, on the tip of your tongue. Explain about Nemba. Aki listens carefully as you talk about the refugees on the far spindle, and the possibility of setting up a mutual relationship between them and the Greenbelt. Far spindle is a long way from here, she sighs. Come, find me my unit later. We can discuss more then. You leave Aki in her dust house, surrounded by the landscape of her homeworld. One of many creatures born on that harsh moon is that the process transforming into something new. Oh yeah, new location discovered, let's see. Ooh. Okay, chat. What should we upgrade? I wanna... like, interface, endure, or intuit? Like, interface is like for hacking and stuff, endure is like physical stuff, and intuit is like, you know, self-explanatory. I mean, our team is kind of unbalanced on some aspects, so I guess we should go for endure. Yeah. Endure. You know what? Let's go for endure. Are y'all looking for... Well, you are looking for people. Come in! The door of Aki's unit slides open, and you see her perched at the terminal, her face pale in the blue light of the screen. You haven't seen her in this setting before. She seems paler, older, when she isn't surrounded by the soft light of biomes. Just one moment. Her eyes do not leave the screen, and she leans in closer, squinting at some detail. You get the sense this is her least favorite part of her ministry position. She sighs and looks up. Done. Immediately her eyes are drawn to the crate you carry. What have you brought me? A gift. She raises her eyebrows. For who? Let me see. As she unlocks a worm catches on the crate, you explain about Nimba and his work to feed the refugees of the Underhand. I could never big brain, so true. You aren't sure Aki is listening though. She seems too eager to see inside the crate. Bug pain. Bug pain! Bug pain! Bug pain! Bug pain! Typo in the chat, let's kill them! Fuck, you want he ass? God damn it, sure. Now give me money. Not 3 times! Are you kidding me? Okay, you know what? Yeah. Fine. Here's what we're gonna do. The he ass and his asslings. There you go. They're watching the stream. He got Hank Hill ass. Now give me money. I'm kidding. I guess I'm gonna chill for a second. Hi, if you're watching the stream and you would like me to continue living and afford my groceries, you can subscribe to my channel, you can throw bits at me, but if you want the majority of the money to go out to me, I got a stream element link you can donate to, I got a Patreon, I got a Ko-fi, my commissions are open. But also, you're not obligated to give me money, you know, if you're hanging around, that's okay, that's cool and awesome, and I appreciate you guys. Wow! Get paid on Thursday. Aki manages to get the door open and lifts a dented canister out of inside. She turns it, peering through the small window at the dusty-looking translucent sheet and curl inside. Spore prints! She looks at you. This is quite a gift. From this Nemba, you said? She carefully slots the canister away. We will make good use of these. The tunnels under Greenbelt will make an excellent mushroom garden. She smiles to herself. You two is already $1 in my account. I was lucky enough to be taught how to spin mushrooms by a true expert. Who was that? Ah, someone from my journey here. A button is on the Erlin's eye. She was very kind to me. She was very kind to us, Aki smiled. She would have liked to meet you. Oh, what was her name? The old lady from the first game. She passed away, I think. I would like to meet Nemba. Perhaps we can find some commonality. She glances over her shoulder at the terminal. But I can't leave Greenbelt. Not now. She looks at you sheepishly. I'm a little nervous to ask this for you, but given our referring back and forth messaging deliveries, again with he asks. Again with he asks. Oh my fucking god. Okay, fucking hell, dude. I'm gonna need to put a fucking limit on these. Holy shit, or increase the... She looks at you sheepishly. I'm a little nervous to ask this of you, given your ferrying back and forth of messages and deliveries, but would you bring Nemba here so we can speak? There not another way? Aki sighs. We have no long-range communication links across the belt. Apart from ferrying written messages, this is all we can do. A shrill beep begins emanating from Aki's terminal. Ah, she smiles. The Weavers, I need to speak to them. You make your way to the unit as Aki takes a deep breath and accepts the incoming transmission. One more run from Greenbelt to the far spindle and back again. At least we aren't carrying spores this time. What the fuck? My fuel! You fool! I've started to the accounts! Oh my fucking god, I keep having to go back there. The hollow. Yeah, I don't have the hasnav. We'll eventually go back to Holmes Rock. You are the first to notice them. Small, white smooth shapes at the boundaries between your hull plates. And the seams of paneling curling out from beneath vents. Mushrooms. Little here and there, all across the cargo bay. Mushrooms growing on your ship. This doesn't seem very hygienic. Liz floats next to you, surveying the scattering of pale cows in the cargo bay. It's hard not to agree, although you doubt spores or fungi can have a significant effect on your body. Not that you've risked it before. We should vent the cargo bay! Serafin's voice crackles through the cargo bay speakers. He's flying the ship, but you updated him on your new passengers. This is what comes from having spores in the wonky crate sitting in your bay, cycle after cycle. Bliss shrugs. They don't seem to be hurting anyone. They flew over to a cab and teared off the stem. Now from Nema that are edible, so... But farm them. We are always short of supplies. Serafin's voice buzzed through the speakers. A few caps don't make a meal. Bliss inspects the cap. I do like a good mushroom. They sniff it. Back on the eye, they had this matsutake that smelled amazing. You look over the cargo bay. Doesn't get used much. Most of your holes fit comfortably in one quarter. There's plenty of room to isolate a little growing area, maybe with some plastic sheets. Or you could just open the hatch and let the void space sterilize the whole place for you as a fly. After all, if these things get into the air recyclers, you can have a serious problem on your hands, and who knows what they might do to the wiring. You dally your decision with both on Nimba at least. His spores are delivered, and you have a free hand to choose. Okay, chat, what do we do? Keep the shrooms or not? Chat, decide now. Shrooms or no shrooms? Okay, Cat says shrooms. Who else? Why are you squished? Why's my emote fucking squished? Shrooms or not? Come on, chat. Decide. Shrooms or not? Mushroom, yes or no, chat? Mushrooms. Okay, that's 2 people out of 3, so you know what? We're gonna keep the mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms. Bliss holds a cap to their mouth, then thinks better of it. They squint at you. Are you sure? Yeah, keep them. We'll still not figure out how to harvest and prepare them. Bliss slips the cap into a pocket, but I think it's a good call. You hope you're right. The rig is busy enough to without adding extra ecosystem to the mix. As with the cargo bay, you suddenly realize you've taken yet another project. Becoming a habit. Mushrooms, I got an achievement for that. I was reminded when I had an alien movie now with some buzz and we're watching and we're like, yeah, put your face in the alien plant, that will go well, yeah! Oh yeah. Hold on a second, I need to drink some Wawa. And also go piss. Talking makes me thirsty. Alright. Oh, we're back. I have put water in my body and removed the water in my body. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's leave. Come the fuck on, I just drank! Stop it! Stop telling me to drink! You fucking piss-liker freaks! No! Stop saying to hydrate! No! Stop it! Okay, I need fuel for that. And we're gonna get some money back. This one pays less, what the fuck? No, no more he asses, okay? We reached the limit. We reached the limit of he asses. Enough! Enough! Holy fuck, I'm starving. What? Yeah, the trucking center is more expensive to redeem. The trucking— oh god, the trucking sentry. Yeah, the trucking sentry. Let me... You know what? Let me kill all these DSs. Let me kill all of them because there's too many of them. No more asslings. Alright, I'm gonna put the fucking... Where is it? Where could I have put it is the thing, I don't remember. Where did I put it? I can't find it. I don't know. Have a bittern at least. Have this. Have the bittern to keep you company. I'll find it eventually. I think Auction Dog has it on her Tumblr. I think you can find that. Go outside and see if there's something in it. You— what the fuck do you mean? Enjoy the bittern. Enjoy the fucking bittern. What you mean, Silver? You're scaring me. You're scaring me. Oh, there you go. I found a sentry. I found a sentry. Why is it a web P? Fuck off. Okay, I'm gonna post it on the server at least. I'm gonna post it on the server. Right, and... hold on. There you go. Let's see. I'm gonna put it here. Alright. We have it. We have the sentry. The sentry has been secured, chat. Alright, we found a sentry. We're gonna put the sentry for a little bit, and then we can... Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit, as a treat. There you go. Throwback to when Funny West followed me on this channel, just as I had a bunch of fucking twerking sentries lined up. That was like an experience. The horror. Yeah, you can use the horror emoji on the channel now. That reminded me of when I was twerking a friend, and that was me! You were twerking on me! I was sitting and you were like smashing your dog ass cheeks on me! That was me! You're throwing it back at me! Aki comes to meet Nemba at the entrance of Green Fields. You can tell she's full on administrative mode. Her brows are precise, her words carefully chosen, but her manner is not without its distinctive warmth. Dementia. Dies of death. Nemba responds in kind, taking a diplomatic tone, with a wry grin for her benefit. But chill, what happened with the bug? What's going on? As Aki provides the tool, you can watch them from one of the bridges, conversation muffled by the greenery all around. They both look at home amongst the growing things, hands reaching out to stray leaves, face dappled with sunlight. When Nemba turns afterwards, you aren't surprised to see him pleased. Plans are in motion, Slipper. Nemba smiles for a moment and then catches himself. Optimistic plans. What did you negotiate? It is, I hope, a mutually useful agreement. She graciously offered a regular supply of step-silk cloth for clothing and construction of shelters at the Bay the Underhang. We're also going to see about settling people here in the Greenbelt to work with the farmers. Nemba sighs. It is always a little strange to talk like this about the lives of people who have been exposed to so much suffering, but we do them no benefit to couch our words in platitudes. Nemba looks out at Greenfields. Aki understands that. She is a refugee herself. She fled her moon many cycles ago. Nemba squints. We share that as well. But the war? I did. Does that change how you see me? Nemba sighs. They have made you treat me differently, he sniffs. Sorry, I'm being unfair. I just find that there is expectation that, if I'm a refugee, I must be desperate, must beg for aid, show my suffering. Nemba folds his arms. I prefer to make plain requests, or even better strong demands. You think of the back and forth journey made for both Aki and Nemba, and the aid that was asked for you. You have done the same if the request hadn't been so strong? The demand so obvious? Speaking to Aki, I could see she had experienced the same treatment, though I think she is less hardened by it. We both have our own reasons to do what we do, or what we enjoy in our own ways. We don't need to explain ourselves to others. Nemba looks over his glasses at you. I am glad to have met her. Thank you for your part in it. Glad to help. What I like about you, Slipper, is that I believe you when you say that. Nemba smiles wryly. I will stay a little longer. Aki has promised to send me back to Far Spindle with the first shipment of fabric. I will then gather those who wish to come here and send them back in the same freighter. He smiles warmly as the view of Greenfields. Change begins, the work never ends. You say your goodbyes and leave Nemba on the bridge, enjoying the dapple light. After shuttling the spores across the belt, you finally have a clear view of Aki and Nemba and their response to their own hardship. They're not saints, acting from a position of purity, but pragmatists. They intend to change those things that once marked them. The future will be built together once you get to see. Oh yeah, 2 upgrade points. Let's upgrade this. There you go. Yeah, you don't have any jobs there, which kinda sucks. You guys are looking for fuel? You're looking for fuel. But, you know what? We don't have enough money, so we're gonna... I have so many good dice, too. That's annoying. We're gonna go back to Holmes Rock. I think I have the data we need for... the fucking sentry, god damn it. Dutch van der Linde voice. We need money. Feel. Oh, hell yeah. Fungus former. Okay, let's cycle. I'm gonna need to eat. Okay, how much fuel does it take to go to... Oh, wow. Yeah. At least we got stuff to do here. We need money! We need more Solheim. Fuck! Have a fungus. You know that I have a fungus picture? Come on, we're very close to it. Please, please succeed. Fuck! Say hi, Herbert! Fuck! There you go. And now we have some mushroom. At last, okay, they need 3 days. Bro, there used to be one where it's Gary laying. Fuck! Wait, I have a video that I made a while ago. Hold on, let me find that. remember making that video a while back. Let's replay it. Fuck! Let's replay it again. Fuck! Yeah, me when I wake up and it's Monday. Again? You wanna see it again? Cocomelon shit for my viewers. Fuck! Okay, enough. That's enough. Brain rot for me. Brain rot for me, but none for thee. Okay, are you guys finding any fuel now? Fuel found. Perfect. Does it give a lot of money? Let's see, how much money is that? Oh yeah, 12 cryo, fuck yeah. Alright, and then we're gonna buy some fuel. And we need to head back to fucking Hilo. God damn it. First action gameplay was Combat Evolved, and I fell in love with the Master Chief. Then Halo 2 came out. I fell in love with Chief and Arby. Now in all, I ride my two crushes. What? Hello? What? Hello? What? Huh? What? What? Where did that come from? Huh? Oh? Oh? Love is love. So true! Took them and let me speak to the people, Piccolo. So we need Solheim data. Ugh, there's so much back and forth happening. Oh, wait, there you go. We can do this. No, let's go back. We need supplies. We need more supplies. Okay, locked. Let's go with endure and engage with actually fuck. I burned them so bad my spouse came in wondering what the hell was with me when I went to see them. They were like, oh. Let's see. Eugene has neutral, engage, and endure, which could be handy. And then Bliss has neutral, intuit, and engineering. Not sure which one to pick. Risky. Final Fantasy bunker potential treasure that one data selling. Lapse. Who do I pick? Okay, we need to have Junie on, that's for sure. I do have extra endure. So maybe Bliss for engineering at least. And Intuit. Let's go with Bliss. Get Bliss on the team, let the fade them shine. So true. Sit! Traffic nods towards the feet of this asteroid. Those are the coordinates Juni gave me. Look at the rock. It's like thousands, hundreds of thousands of other rocks in the Starward belt. All these objects, much the same, spread across a huge circumference of space. I got a place to hide something. That's it? Juni speaks up from the back of the cockpit. That's it, Starfleet confirms. She drifts forward, her eyes tracing the shape of the rock. There, she points. That's hexagonal crater. She turns to you. That's the entry. You look at the dark spot on the already dark rock. Start. Let me guess. Another hash for me to cut? Turn to see Bliss smiling, having slipped in the back of the cockpit unnoticed. I'll get my dosh. You look out at the instrument. You look at. Oh my god, speech. You look out at the unassuming rock and wonder what it might contain. A few dusty tunnels or something more? We'll find out. Okay, engineering and endure. Perfect. Bliss? You hold on, actually no. I have both good dice, but oh my god. Damn, you both fucking suck right now. Fuck. Something. Bliss. Okay, please don't fuck this up for me, buddy. Bliss! You useless fucking envy! Yeah, we got really shit fucking dice. This is not good RNG right now. There we go. Better. We got even better dice now. Trans on trans violence. So true. Thank you, Bliss. Bliss Redemption Arc. Oh. Hack doorway. Okay, interface. Juni has interface. The sequel to Silver and the Man Flayers, yeah. When you entered the access spire, the crucially event went very quiet. The image of a vast space seen through the viewing windows, pristine wall paneling, the cool and the quiet. There's a sacred mood to this place, a feeling on hallowed ground. Now, as the facility's final entry lock whirs, flooding the passage with stale, dusty 10,000-cycle-old air, Juni speaks. It's impossible. She drifts down the spire and out into the cavernous interior. A constellation of red specks mark the vast extent of space. Within it, a ring of monolithic buildings curves away, running along the circumference of a massive chamber. Follow her, slowly, out of the doorway and into the bunker. With a name like that, you can imagine low, sloped ceilings, stark tunnels, a basement cut into rocks, but this place is a cathedral, a cocoon the size of a city. Look at the ring! Bliss nods at the vast structure encircling the cavern. That's Solheim built, right? It was like Erlin's eye. Descending into the ring takes a while, despite the empty space. No one wants to rush through it. The feeling of entering a secret territory remains. Though the deeper you go inside, the more obvious it becomes that this place is more of a tomb than temple. You touch down amongst the grey metal units, most of them featureless and dark. They tower above you now, the plain frontages revealing little but the functions and interior. Stay close! Juni moves ahead into the gap between the structures. This place is a labyrinth! Oh my goodness, who are you? Welcome, visitors. A pale flicker appears near one of the units. At the top of a square pedestal. I am the warden. Please provide access credential. White woman jump scare. The flicker stabilizes into a figure, a statue of pulsing light. Pauses for a moment before repeating the request. Junie freezes and holds a calming hand out to you. She retrieves her deck, sliding it carefully from the backpack and turns it on. You look over at the warden, who waits patiently, wide-eyed and absent, responding its security request with a regular rhythm. You guess that his avatar just exists to make human interaction comfortable. Your body is the facility itself, this vast interior ring, speckled with sensors and systems. Suddenly, the warden stops speaking. Then, a flash of red passes among the corridor. Credentials not provided. Lockdown activity in 10, 9. You look over at Junie, whose eyes are rapidly scanning through a screen full of data. Listening! Junie stumbles through the pronunciation of the fast phrase. Litter Ilstead! She looks up at the warden's avatar expectantly. The warden flickers again, stores and then stabilizes. Oversight connection not active. Reattempting. It repeats itself again, then again, intoning the words in a regular rhythm. Fuck. Look over at Junie, holding still as if encountering a wild animal. She meets your eye, but gives no indication of any action you might take. Loop bypass engaged. Welcome, officer. His inflated voice shifts to a different tone. Leonard Dahl. Ivar's white eyes stay blank and blind. And guests? This protocol has been active the entire time? Liz whispers. Really, that's not possible. Junie looks back at you, and then at the warden. Figure flickers, staring out over your heads into the dark. Good, Junie? She looks at the warden. Warden, are we approved to access all facilities? Yes, Officer Dahl. Warden replies. Please remember, you're responsible for the conduct of your guests while visiting our facility. So be careful. I don't like this. Liz looks at the dead-eye avatar. Move forward, pushing between the structures toward a large building, in the hope that it holds facility central data at the core. Okay. As you do, you pass benches, barren gardens with desiccated grass. A drinking bottle floats in the air among the dust motes. This place is dead. Be aware, officer. The warden reappears in the dark, on a pedestal. Due to this facility's extended run cycle and the activation of the hibernation protocol, access to the central data store will be strictly limited. However, if you wish to show your guests the habitation facilities, I'm sure they will enjoy the tour. The avatar remains expressionless, disconnected from the voice that accompanies it. On a personal note, glad to see you return to the facility. Figure flickers. I'm happy to report that I'm ready for program activation anytime. You stare at the avatar. Thank you, Warden. She pauses. Can I ask how long ago the hibernation protocol was activated? Certainly, 11,473 Helion star cycles ago. The warden distorts. If I am in error, I apologize. Some subsystems have not been properly maintained. You look at the blind avatar, standing on its pedestal, waiting for an order that will never come. So many cycles in the dark, patiently holding place together as fall apart. Listening entropy in its bubble of the past. Thank you, Warden. That'll be all. Junie nods to the avatar, which promptly blinks out of existence, leaving only the dust in the dark. She turns to you and speaks quietly, though none of you know what sensor the warden's vast body might have. My access. It won't last long, she sighs. We need to make the most of this. We'll go for the core. The warden won't like that, but it's where the data is. She glances around. You can try to be delicate. Take it little by little. I don't know how long this will last, Junie sighs. Let's get on with it. Okay. Okay, I have an extra endure. So this was help. To end the day. Okay, we got some decent dice. Okay. Okay. Uni has good interface. Please don't fuck this up, Junie. Thank you, Junie. Bliss, don't fuck this up, Bliss. Don't fuck this up. You fucking piece of shit, Bliss. God! Oh god, we need to fucking be fast. Oh! Done! Junie removes her cable from the data core port. She looks up from the box a piece of hardware, one that wouldn't fit inside any ship short of a freighter, and stares at the dome ceiling above, a knuckles in its apex letting a shaft of light to the hall. Game over for Bliss. Give it up for Bliss, everyone. Bliss fucking sucks. Everyone hates Bliss. It's a grand piece of architecture for what amounts to a massive piece of data storage. But then Solheim always did have a sense of grandeur when it came to its project. Why should a secret signal monitoring facility be any less opulent than our building? Anything good? Hard to tell. Squints at the vast data core. There's too much in there. I barely scratched the surface. I'll only know what's really in there when I have time to process it. We should go, Junie sighs. I'm not sure how the warden will react. Looks back at their shoulder and the vast core. I don't think we'll be let back in to get more. As if listening for its name, the warden slowly upraised one of its pedestals. It stares, statuesque. Across the hall, its island way above your head. Officer Dahl. Its voice sounds strange now. Wretched. Thrown out. I have detected inconsistency in the central data core. I believe there may have been unauthorized access. Junie looks at you nervously. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I will investigate when I can, but for now my guest and I... Looks at you. Have to depart. The warden flickers. The warden bends and warps. The warden screeches a pulse of digital noise. Of course. The warden's voice is still broken and still slowed. I hope you enjoy your visit to this facility. Junie looks up at the blind statue. Something is moving inside it, making its skin. It has a skin bent away from its body. Do we go or do we stay, chat? I don't know. I'm not really liking this. I think we should leave. Get the fuck. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's go, Junie. Junie nods and glides with you out of the dome hall. You and Junie kick up from the ring outside the core and rise up towards the spire you entered through. As you do, you watch a few of the red lights embedded into the framework on the counter flicker. Junie turns to you as you ascend through the dark. You think the warden is sentient? I mean, as a sleeper, maybe you... He goes quiet. I thought you might know. I don't know. Yeah, Junie nods. Me neither. He looks up to you, up to the approaching spire. Bliss is waiting for you in the access spire. Time to close up? Let's get on with it. You cycles the airlock, and you go through. Now you're in suits and helmets, ascending the sealed spire. As you do, you look out of viewing windows and something catches your eye. The ring's red lights and those few left on the inside current are turning off, layer by layer. Turn to Junie, but she's already looking out on the opposite side. Ward is shutting it all down. Pauses. He's ending it. You have to force the hatch back open at the top, and by the time you do, the spire is dark inside. The pristine walls no longer lit. You come out of a canvas of stars, an impossible number of them, spread out in every direction. Take a moment to look at them. They're being tucked away in the bunker. They seem impossibly bright and impossibly beautiful. You glance across at Junie and see she's looking at the stars too, absorbing the light, as if doing so might lift her out of this time and into another one, where things were different. Can we do that as well, I wonder? And we have some time still. Ooh. There is an unsettling quiet to the HAB units of the facility, a soft silence that blankets every room and hallway. It is obvious from the number of rooms, the detritus, the scale of the place, that it was built to house hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Perhaps it did. Perhaps, the height of Solheim's control system, these rooms were filled with life. What kind of life would it be, though? Maintaining and running a secret installation inside a distant rock? No sun to speak of, no outside beyond the vast camera that surrounds you. Eternal dark, punctuated by the flash of artificial light. And yet, in such places, lives grow. You know that yourself from being a sleeper. When you're working among other sleepers in the most wretched and distant corners of the surrogate systems, even in the endless dark, you'll find ways to live. Come take a look at this! Junie is searching on her own, a few rooms away. You glide through an open doorway into a living room with couches meant for zero-G use, a magnetic table, and a window that looks out at the regular constellation of red lights that describe the limits of this world. Junie is holding an object that makes you stop still and stare, blinking at what seems like an unusual reversal scale. It's a model, you realize, of the rig. Not your rig, obviously, but a rig, or an MEV rigger class. That's the plaque on the base tells you. Not by extraction vehicle. Junie follows your eyes to the plaque. Rigger class? Seriously? That's why we call them rigs? She laughs. No, he's bouncing back in a hard and cruel in the empty room. What does rigger mean anyway? She sighs. Another Solheim mystery. Look at the model, still fascinated by seeing your ship rendered in such careful detail. Try to imagine what this model meant to those who lived there. Child's toy? A meaningless corporate knickknack? The model's purpose remains opaque. There were so many of these flying around the system before the collapse, you know? She turns the model over in her hand. Solheim used to rent them out to colonists. It's in the records. That was what they did there. Claim the system. And rather than exploit themselves, they provide goods and services to those who would. Workers pay for transit to the system, then accommodation, equipment, and access to mining claims. Other corps like XPR or Neovend pay Solheim to access this closed market, to provide our services. And while Cybele paid even more to test terraforming tech in the system, they build massive projects here, rich from work they only facilitated but never undertook. No, people don't. Judy turns and squints out the window. It's all on that core I was working on, all the receipts. Solheim touch everything in the system, and we are all connected to them. Here. Judy turns and hands you the rig model. A gift. You take it and turn it over in your hands. You see something on the base, some words crashing that you can read. You run your fingers over them, touching the past. That's so close to our treasure I think will turn up out here, Junie sighs. The people who work this place didn't have much of their names, it seems. And well, they did have, well, Solheim owned that too. She leads you out of the HAB units, passing countless doors, some sealed, some open, that leads to countless rooms, where countless employees lived there. Countless employees lived lives, or tried to, in the shadows of Solheim. Like it or not, this is what made the Helion system, what built the decaying structures we cling to as they orbit the stars. What legacy means now is a decision every resident of the Starward Belt has to make. Yeah. We're gonna leave now. Surfing slows the rig at Holmes Rock. The old Solheim area is agleaming in the sun. Looking at the station, you suddenly remember the model Jenny gave you. And you take it out of your pocket. Seeing it in full light, you notice it's made from cast metal, surprisingly detailed and robust looking. Well, look at that! Surfing glides over. It's a mini rig! Let him take it. He turns it over in his hand, looking at it. What a find! He gets in the motion. What are you gonna do with it? In your console. Really? Surfing grins. Well, we can do that for sure. He looks at the model for another moment, then pats you on the shoulder. Good call. Everyone can enjoy it then. He takes the model and glides over to his console. I'll get it sorted. He turns back, smiling. Gonna look great. Leaper? He puts a hand gently on your shoulder. You turn to see her smiling a rare smile. Thank you for going out on a limb for me. You know that wasn't the most profitable job, but what we found, I'll be thinking about it for, well, ever. I managed to extract some data that you can use. I'm going to search for everything you pulled from the bunker. And he looks down. I want to show you what's worthwhile. What's worthwhile? Nods. Glad you think so. I'll also start seeing where to find the kind of tools I need to work with data like this. Her smile is fading already, replaced by a familiar determined stare. Can't let it go to waste, but my deck is not going to be enough. Dark side might be the only option, but it's the biggest remaining Solheim facility in the belt, she sighs. I'll look into it. Either way, thanks for bringing me with you. I'm glad to be part of this. The smile returns. For as long as you have me. She looks away nervously, and then, before you can respond, she is gone. Off to find a corner of the ship where she can dig through the data she pulled from the past, in order to build a better future. Okay. Okay, we need to find supplies now. Okay, we're getting free supplies from this. Perfect. Well, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I'd say we did some good progress. I got some fuel, alright. Need to find more Solheim data for that. Alright, let's look for data. Are you fucking shitting my ass? Wow, this sucks. Make sure I forgot about the twerking sentry. Ugh! Okay, we got full fuel. Fuck. I think flotsam, yeah, flotsam. It's gonna be a while until I find something to get to the scatter yards. I'm gonna get some extra money. Why the fuck not? Now we leave for Flotsam. Alright, we're gonna end the stream here today. Let me get rid of the fucking sentry. And the Hias. Alright. We're gonna quit the game then. Alright. Thank you for watching. I stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday after 9 p.m. Central Time. Sometimes on Fridays at 8 p.m. Let's see. Friday, I'll be finally starting some Grim Fandango. Let's see, is there someone I can raid? There's no one I can raid. Wow. Alright. Bye.